Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. So, with Football Manager 2022 coming to an end, I thought I would go over some of the players who have been sublime for our Dagenham save and our career at Dagenham, and some of the ones I picked up. It's going to be real players, and it'll be players that I'm probably going to look at picking up next year if they can do me well. So we start here with Kaspar Kuralaovic. Came through the Tottenham Academy. He's in real life been released and is currently a free agent. He may have gone to Potter's Bar where he spent last season on loan. So we picked him up in the 2022-23 season. And as you can see, bar one season in League One, he has averaged over a 7 every year. The Championship, he's picked up more man of the matches than any previous seasons. But Kasper has been fantastic. He has a howler in him. I will tell you that. And he's not been great at long range shots, but he has been so solid for us. And the only reason he actually left was because West Brom came in and they were offering us a lot of money, and we already had a younger replacement lined up. But Kasper Kuralaovic, young Polish goalkeeper, I'm surprised he never got a Polish cap because of how good he's been for us. But yeah, sublime. I've loved every minute of having him. The next player we've got is actually in our squad, and this is Sam Ling. He currently plays for Dagenham. He is a right back. He is nothing special. There's nothing about him that screams he's a must sign. He's just been at the club for a long time. He's had a few loans away. It's actually his third time signing with the club. He also has 14 long throws. We took advantage of that in the lower leagues, but yeah, he starts at Dagenham, up here. So the first season, he got 5 assists from right back, average 7.08. Second season in Dagenham National, 3 assists, 7.11. League 2, 3 assists, 7.06. That year was the year that he started falling off a little. His form started to drop a bit. I think we replaced him as well with Jordan Lawrence Gabriel. I think that was who came in to replace him. And so we loaned him out, and he got 10 appearances for Exeter. And then we sold him to Burton for 45k. One of the big things I didn't want players that were consistently good for us to leave for nothing and then not be able to re-sign them, because the idea was I wanted to re-sign all of the main guys when we got to the Premier League. We haven't got there yet. I'm hoping to do it before FM23 comes out. But we then brought him back because he only signed a 1-year deal with Burton, and he made 13 appearances in League One, then 10 appearances in the Championship. I imagine, 4 as a sub. We've had some issues with right back, and then we sold him to Exeter for 6.25k, and he played 2 seasons there, and then his contract was coming up to an end, and I paid 15 grand because at that point 15 grand didn't really affect us. He made 4 appearances last season. He needs 15 to get a contract extension, but he has been fantastic. The next player is also in the squad, and he deserves a massive shout out. Toby Amol, Mr. Look, we have played him. He's played centre back for us. He's played as a normal centre back on cover. He's played as a ball playing defender. He's played left back for us. He's played left wing back. We've actually played him as an anchor man and a ball winning midfielder. Let's be fair, he's not the greatest centre back. He's rapid. Physically, he's tremendous. But he's always been one of the better centre backs we've had on the ball. And he's spent, we picked him up there in the 22-23, and look, 7.36, 7.21, 7.1, 7.25, 7.37, 7.27. He has been consistently fantastic. He has his weaknesses. One of his big weaknesses is he's susceptible to not winning a header and lapses in concentration, which he's got 14 concentration. The stats you want him to have as a centre back, marking could probably be a bit better. Tackling could definitely be better. But good concentration. Bravery isn't great, but physically he's fantastic. Left-footed as well, which is always tremendous. I always find I need a left-footed centre back. He does want to leave us. He feels like he's done his time, and you know he's more of a backup than a first team player. But he is definitely someone to pick up. I'm pretty sure he was also released by Tottenham in the summer. Next, I know this guy is retired, but I'm pretty sure we've still got his information. Cameron Green. Yes. Okay, so we got Cameron Green here. Okay, I can only show you here. So Cameron Green played for Wrexham in our save, and the first year we got promoted. Oh no, it wasn't. It was was it the first year? He joined us in 2022. So yes, so he went for a season with Wrexham, and if we just find it, it didn't last long. Yeah, Green spell at Wrexham didn't last long. He joined, so we did. I'm pretty sure we got him on a free. He came in on a free, and at the time we were playing a just standard 4-2-3-1. Oh no, we were playing a 4-3-3, and he was sublime. I'm annoyed that it only shows you the goals. Yeah, it's annoying that it's only showing you the goals, because he was an assist king. He, for, you know, up until about here, was just constantly creating chances. He could cross a ball, he'd bomb forwards. He's probably the best left back to our system that we've had. As you can see, he collected Sky Bet League 2 and the Vanarama National League with us, and won Vanarama. There you go. He was shortlisted for the Player of the Season from left back and won Sky Bet League 2 Player of the Year. You know, for a left back, that's massive. So he was sublime. He got up and down really well. Really, really happy with him. The next one is another centre back, and it is Jonathan Dinzai. So we got Jonathan Dinzai from Carlisle. Oh no, from Arsenal. He was released by Arsenal after a loan with Carlisle, and look at these ratings. He was a monster. Him and Toby and Mole were like the perfect centre back partnership, but we were in League One and we had no money, and so when TP Mazambi come in with 140k, I couldn't say no to it. It was the kind, like, at that time, that kind of money, and so he was one of our highest paid players as well. So we cashed in on him. I didn't want to. I would have happily kept him around, but I just couldn't turn down that much money. He is absolutely fantastic. Got decent pace, good head. He's a decent lower league defender. But was crucial for us. George Saunders, currently at Chesterfield. Okay, so George Saunders. What is so good about George Saunders? Like, you know, technically he's not great. Mentally, there's some good mentals in there, and physically he's not outstanding for a winger. He is 6'1", and then if we look at his stats for Dagenham, so we got him there. So we're going from here. So he got 5 goals, 10 assists in his first season. 8 goals, 13 assists. 6-13. That was a poor season in League One. He really struggled with that step up. But the next season he came back and got 8 and 14. Then 3 and 5, he started to tail off, and then he got 2 Wassits, and then we loaned him out. The Championship was a too big a step up for a lot of the players that had gone with us. But you'll see with our striker, we had a big target man striker. I don't think he's crossing it out of this world. 8 to 10, so it's probably 9. Honestly, and being 6'1", he got most of his goals were headers, where crosses had come in from the left and he'd get in and, you know, head it in or get a touch in. But him and our striker had just this, like, he was so good at just beating his man and then whipping balls in, and the striker would just bury them chances. And them two, like, the players I'm showing you are the players that were such a big part of our team. Yeah, they were such a big part of our team, and the reason why we were succeeding was players like George Saunders and our striker, who we are going to go on to now, who's actually still in our squad, very much a backup player right now. Okay, and here is the main man, and this man has become a cult legend on my channel. We love Hamzid Kargbo. Hamzid Kargbo is magic, and he wears a magic hat. This is a man that we absolutely took a chance on. Honestly, when we started this Dagenham stream, we fully took a chance on this man, because I saw that he was 6'6" and 15 stone. I didn't know any of his stats, and QPR had him listed for loan, and I went, do you know what? I want to take him on loan. And QPR went, cool, you can have him, don't got to pay any of his wages. And I was like, oh my God, really? I don't have to pay his wages? Like, oh my God. We had a target man at the time, and he'd played a couple of games and not done, and flattered to deceive. So we bought in Hamzid Cargbo. We had him on loan for the first season. He got 28 goals and 3 assists in 39 games, and that was us finishing mid-table. So then it says he went back on loan, but his contract ended. His contract expired, and then we took him in on a free. So the second season, the season we got promoted, he got 22 and 37. His first season in League Two. And by the way, I want to just say that throughout, my coaches, my scouts, doesn't matter how many people I've had to have this, have always told me he is a Vanarama North and South player. He's not good enough for the National League. You shouldn't be playing him. Why are you playing him? Why? None of my... If I ever did quick pick, he'd be on the bench, if he was on the bench at all. And everyone was like, no, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. Stop it. So then, yeah, we got promoted, and he banged 27 and 40 in the in League Two, and saw us get promoted again. And then he banged in. He had as I said, him and Saunders. We had a really, the first season in League One. We had a bit of a poor season. We still finished kind of like, I think we were just outside the playoffs, but we didn't have the greatest first season. It took a year for us to adapt. But then he bounced back, and he got 27 in 44, as we narrowly missed out on. I think we may have got in the playoffs that season. And then he came in and he got 20 in 34. So as you can see, at this point he dropped off a bit. So then we got promoted to the Championship, and his first season in the Championship, 11 goals in 43 games. That was a shock. And then he got 3 in 22 last season. So he's died off a bit, but honestly, he cannot score with his feet. Like, if you put him through one-on-one, he's not going to score. But if you whip a cross in and he gets that 17 jumping reach and that 14 heading, he's going to cause some trouble. We've got him on. The aim is to keep him forever, and any future series we do, we're gonna have him. We're also, as you can see, we're training him to play centre back. He has played centre back multiple times for us. If we've had like an injury crisis or had a sending off late on and we haven't got any subs, we'll move him back. Biography. So he's got 3 winners' medals: League One, League Two, Vanarama National League. He has won the Vanarama National League Player of the Season, top goal scorer, Sky Bet League Two top goal scorer. He has been a machine for us, and honestly, I can't say this like, he has been the main man. 156 league goals in 303 appearances for us, and you've got to think these 2 seasons really let him down, where he's, like this season 14 of them games were substitute appearances. So before that, if you're taking off like 23 appearances off that, even now he's got a goal every other game. He is, honestly, and I'm gonna say this, he's gonna be a pickup for people. If big strikers are good on Football Manager 23, he should be a pickup, especially with Cole Hudlin going, who was the other like giant non-league striker you get. He has been 10 caps for Sierra Leone. He still hasn't scored for him, but I attended one of the Sierra Leone games, and the guy is playing a 5'4" centre back. So I'm not surprised that Cargbo has struggled there. Honourable mentions. The first one is, I'm pretty sure he's retired. Okay, this is an honourable mention. This is Matt Robinson, MC Robbo, because he's an MC when he's not at Dagenham. He was very good for us, played for us from 2016 to 2024. We only kept him for a few seasons, but he made a lot of appearances. He did really well. It was just a case of he was a bit too old, like the likes of Toby Amol, Cargbo, Saunders were all a lot younger when we took over, so they had time to grow. He was already like in his 20s, so he didn't have that room to grow and go up the leagues with us. But he was fantastic for us. Won League Two and won the National League with us. He was very, very good. Just didn't have the room to grow. We had him in a partnership with Joey Jones, who I think is now a scout. He's had a youth development. Yeah, this guy was came in there He's not actually at Dagenham, but look, first season he got a 7.15 and he was playing as the ball-to-winning midfielder. Second season, 7.32, and then when we got to League Two, we'd brought in more centre midfielders and he kind of fell down the pecking order. But he was also very good, along with Jody Jones came in. We had this a couple of times where there was players that would have been released by clubs. It was Jody Jones. We had Jordan Ibe in the National League. And what happened was I'd offer them trials, and then I would just keep them around on trial because they were asking for more money than we could physically give them. So they'd stay around on trial, and then halfway through the season we'd trigger it. We'd go and be like, all right, can we discuss a normal contract now? And they'd go, yeah, and they'd come in, and Jody Jones is better than Jordan Ibe. Jordan Ibe is probably I don't even know if he's still on the game. I'm pretty sure he retired, and it was probably for the best. Like, we had Jordan Ibe, and you look at it and you go, yeah, he's gone. You look at like Jordan Ibe in the National League, you think this guy has got to tear this league apart. He didn't. He really didn't. He really struggled. Like, I expected him to just George Saunders to learn from him, but it just didn't happen. So yeah, that is that is our honourable mentions and our some of the best players we've had. This man is the club legend. Okay, so if we just have a look, Cameron Green, Toby Amol, and Hamzid Carbo all got to icon status in our squad. I feel like it was a bit harsh. I'm pretty sure Dinzai used to be a favoured personnel. And the fact that like George Saunders and Lingy on in it. But yeah, these are the best players that I've had on my road to glory with Dagenham as we've pushed up through the leagues. And these are players I'll definitely be checking out next year. And honestly, if you're planning on doing a quick lower league save before FM23 comes out, there are some players to look at. They have solidly worked with me throughout the leagues up until the Championship, where bar kind of Toby Mould, the rest have all kind of struggled to get that. But if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you smash that like button down below and hit that subscribe button. There is going to be lots of FM23 content when the game comes out. I've been Justin, and you have had just enough.